Okay, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to the Hilton Hotel in Newcastle for the final press conference for the Rampage show, which is on Saturday 7th of June at the Metro Radio Arena in Newcastle. You've seen all the boxes and all the belts at the top. There's still some tickets available. It's going to be a cracking lineup of boxers from the northeast, northwest and all over Yorkshire as well. An amazing undercard, and we have got some breaking news which Francis will tell you about. The tickets that are available, there's some £40, 75s, 150 and all the 200s are sold out. In fact, the 150 have just been sold out as well. So there's limited tickets available. So if you haven't got a ticket for the show, you do need to get a ticket for the show, because this is going to be an amazing night of boxing. You've seen the press, you've seen what's been happening over the last few weeks. Lots of stuff going on Twitter and social media networks. The boxers are here, the trainers are here, the dads are here, the mums are here. You say whatever you want to say today, because this is what it's all about. The build-up to the final press conference. The build-up is on Saturday. You do what you want to do, you say what you want to say. People not turning up on days that they're supposed to turn up and doing what they want to do, that's fine, that's no problems. You carry on and do what you want to do. Because on Saturday night, you should have phoned me for one, Paul, I would have got you one. Saturday, I'm 100 not roadworthy, Paul, you need to get a job. Yeah, okay, so let's stop niggling here, okay? We're here doing a job and your son gets paid very well, thank you. Okay, so this is what it's all about. This is what it's about. Press conferences is about the fight on Saturday. It's a world title fight for IBF.
Let's stick to that then.
Let's stick to it. Yeah. That's what we're about. We don't need other people butting in. So let's sort that one out later. Okay, it's live and exclusive on Box Nation, Sky Channel 437, HD 490 and Virgin Channel 546. Without further ado, I've no hesitation, you're both the guys, one on my right, one on my left. Dennis Hobson on my right with his boxers, and Francis Warren with his boxers as well. So I'd like to introduce you Francis, and with his exclusive breaking news as well.
Thank you, Asif, and thanks ladies and gents for coming down today. First of all, just a pleasure to be up in the north east again on such a fantastic card. The man to my left is up here on a mission. He's up here to do a big job. And around Paul and Stuart Hall, we've managed to build a fantastic card. Dennis and I have worked very hard to get this fight made and to put this show together. I'm delighted to announce today that Chris Eubank Jr. will also be featuring on the undercard. So there'll be another rising star in the ring, and you know, obviously Chris his father will be ringside in his pointy winkle pickers, encouraging his son to take the next step in his career. Just to introduce our guys that we've got up here who are on the card. To my far left is Martin Bowers, who's a trainer of Owen McKenzie, who will be challenging John Lewis Dickinson for the British Cruiserweight title, and also putting his Commonwealth title on the line, which he, in his last performance, he beat Tony Conquest in it was quite an intriguing fight. It was quite cagey for a little while. Tony looked like he was going to be quite comfortable in taking Oval the distance, but as we all know, what Oval's got in his locker is a huge right hand, huge left hand in fact as well. I think Oval's been described by many people over 4 rounds as a world-class fighter, and that was put to bed because that was a 5th round knockout for Tony Conquest. So he's extended it, but going up a weight, he's extended his world-class pedigree. So we're happy to have made that fight, and I'm sure John Lewis is out to make a statement as well. Next guy down, Josh Leather, young man looking to impress, continue his development. Josh has had, I think, 4 fights in the last 6 months. This will be his 4th fight in the last 6 months. Wants to be kept busy, we're happy to do so, and it's a pleasure to be putting him on in front of his home fans again. Obviously with Stuart Hall having the world title, it's enabled us to put big shows on up in Newcastle, and giving Josh and the man next to Josh, Bradley, a basis to display their talents in front of large crowds. So it's a pleasure to have Josh on again. Bradley Saunders, everyone knows about Bradley and what he's capable of doing. He'll be fighting, let me try and get this one right, Ville Hispanen from Finland. He'll be challenging for the WBO Intercontinental title at light welter. Very comfortable at light welter. Looks fantastic. His check weight was spot on last night. As you can all see, looking dapper and looking in great shape. Living the life down in Spain. You know, he's improving his tan as well as his boxing skills, and you know, we've got big high hopes of Bradley. There's some of the names that he mentions that he's quite happy and ready to take on now. Are inspiration, you know, inspiring as a management and promoter. That he's comfortable talking about those sort of names. It'd be disrespectful for me to go into that, but I'm sure if Bradley feels like he wants to, then that's down to him. But you know, looking forward to seeing Bradley raising his first title above his head on Saturday, and which will get him a world ranking with the WBO and taking the next step in his career. Arnie Farnell, Arnie, the man who's constructed and developed Paul Butler's career to this point, and just want to give a massive, you know, bit of credibility to Arnie for what he's done with Paul. Believed in him from day one, and you know, obviously knew what a hot talent he had in his hands, and it's you know, it's paid its dividends. And I'm sure you'll see on Saturday night what Paul's all about, and what, you know, they've been working on in the gym, not just over the past, you know, since this fight was made, but since Paul turned professional. And you know, alongside Arnie's, you know, Paul's great team, his father's a fantastic support to him, and you know, it's just, you know, always there with him, and it was a pleasure to meet his strength and conditioning team today. And you've also done, you know, I'm sure we'll see on Saturday what a fantastic job you've done. The main man to my left, Paul Butler, who is making a step up in weight to challenge Stuart Hall. So that in itself is, you know, I think he's admirable. But I think at the end of the day, you know, we all know what Paul's about. He's strong, he's fit, he's quick, he's fierce. He's spiteful in the ring, complete gent out of the ring, but you know, once he gets through those ropes, it's a different story. And I think Paul's got a career ahead of him that is going to involve multiple different weights, multiple different world titles, and you know, I can't see anything but a victory for Paul on Saturday. And I think an emphatic one as well. I think I've never seen him in this frame of mind. He's so focused, so dedicated, so positive, and you know, for all the respect that I've got for Stewie, I think Stewie's in for a real tough night on Saturday. Like Asif said, there's still tickets available, and I think, you know, if you miss out on this one, you live in this region, you know, it'd be very foolish to do so. So get your tickets in, and if you can't get there, then it's live and exclusive on Box Nation. And all in all, it's just going to be a fantastic card. So thanks very much, ladies and gents, and I look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Thanks, Francis. Over to Dennis.
Thanks, Asif. Well said, Francis. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be working with Francis, and we've all worked very, very hard to put this together. There's John there, there's Rob there. We've got a great team working together, and to be honest, this is one of the most difficult fights we've had as regards pulling it together. The politics involved, but I think sometimes the old sayings come through: when there's a will, where there's a will, there's a way. We wanted this fight. We wanted to make it because, as on Saturday, without mentioning too many names, it was a fantastic spectacle as regards an event, but this is a proper trade fight. This is a proper 50-50. I think the bookies are miles away, because I think, like Francis says, Paul Butler is potentially a superstar. I think he is potentially a superstar, but I just don't think his time's yet, and I think it's a little bit soon for him. I think Stuart Hall is probably one of the most underrated world champions in the world. It's colossal in the ring when you stand outside of him for a bantamweight. And I think Paul's going to come up against that on Saturday, and he'll get a realisation. Paul's a class act, and never underestimate the fella. But I think genuinely, as regards as a fan, this is a genuine 50-50. Like I said, the bookies have got it wrong, but I do believe that Stuart will be too experienced and maybe too strong and punch too hard, and at some stage maybe get a Paul. But it's a great fight in prospect, and like I said earlier, it's a proper trade fight, and I want to congratulate both fighters for taking this fight. To be honest, Stuart could have took the mandatory against Caballero, but we all worked really hard, and I know there's been quite a bit of verbal in between, and probably going to be a bit of verbal up until Saturday night, which is all great because it shows that there's meaning there, and if this is real, this is not one of your celebrity fights, what we sometimes see on different channels. So, like I say, Stuart's our man. He's done it the hard way. He's won the Commonwealth. He's been the British champion. He took on a tremendous opponent in Sergio Perales to get the opportunity, and he's here rightfully as the #1. He won it in fantastic style in Leeds, and it was just a shame we didn't get to see the established champion when he fought Martin Ward when it ended prematurely. But one thing I think is guaranteed: we're in for entertainment and drama on Saturday night. It's not just going to be one way. It could be topsy-turvy, however you say it, and it's whoever can impose their style on the other. So that's as much as I want to say really about Stuart. His man next to him, who I've worked with for quite a few years, Mick Marsden. He's been involved with some great fighters. He's a true professional. Trains some great fighters, but he's reached the pinnacle now because he's got a world champion, and it's been long deserved. And I think on the back of Stuart, I think he'll start to produce maybe 1 or 2 more world champions, because great fighters make great trainers, and without you can't, them old sayings, you can't flog a dead horse, but Stuart has come through, he's matured at the right time, and with the help of Mick, he's reached the pinnacle. We've got John Lewis Dickinson to his right, another underrated champion. He's got his Lonsdale belt. That's another proper trade fight against Oval McKenzie, who I've seen spar with my own man Clinton Woods numerous occasions, and I know what he brings. He's a very dangerous opponent, and we're in for some drama there. And if John Lewis blinks for 1 second, it could be an early night. So, but John's a proper professional. He's got a great man backing him and training him, an ultimate professional and a gentleman in Ronnie Rowe, who we'll hear from shortly. And then we've got Lewis Scott on the end, who's a new addition to our stable. 3 fights, 3 knockouts, and I think we're going to hear a lot from him in the future. He was up on Saturday for the open workout, and as you can see, he's a snappy dresser. I need to take some tips from him. Well, you do, Asif. And I think we're going to hear a lot of this fella, and together with Francis, this is the start of a long journey, and you watch how we progress as regards bringing established champions. This is going to be a breeding ground for champions, and this is the start of many. And whoever wins on Saturday is going to be more or less our flagship as regards a co-promotional outfit. But this is a promotion that all of us here, all our team, are very, very proud to present to you. And like Francis says, we bring in big-time boxing to the northeast. 2 quality guys, no matter what's said in between. They're both warriors, and I respect them both. And one thing, like I said, is guaranteed: there's going to be drama. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, Dennis. Just a correction there, Lewis is 4-0, guys, with 4 knockouts.
Sorry, Lewis.
We lost one there somewhere. But there we go. Okay, so over to the boxers now. I'm going to introduce you to the boxers. They're going to say a few words about Saturday night. So we'll start off with Oval at the end. Would you like to say a few words?
Well, like you said, I'm at the fittest and the strongest of my career right now. I'm a natural light heavyweight, and I'm moving up at cruiserweight. Been in the gym since December, and I've been like, when I go in the gym at daytime, I lose 6 pints of water, and I drink 6 pints of water during training. So it's just always go in the gym and build and build and build, and I'm strong and feeling fit and healthy. So Saturday come, we put on a good show, and the best man tell, and God bless us both in the ring on Saturday night.
Thanks, Orwell. Orwell's obviously putting his Commonwealth title on the line against John Lewis Dickinson, who's got his British title there. So over to John Lewis.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to fighting back in the arena again. It was a great show last time out, and be on the same card as Stewie and Paul. It's another brilliant night, Like I said, Oval's dangerous. I've never dodged anyone. I like to take on anyone who gets put in front of us, and I'm looking to put in a performance. and obviously win the Commonwealth title to put with me British, and then look to move on towards, I want to be fighting for world titles and things, so that's the plan. Really looking forward to it.
There you go, you see both the Commonwealth and the British on the line there for Saturday. It's going to be a cracking fight for that one. We're still doing the running order due to a number of things that's happening across the boxing world. I'm working with Box Nation, so we'll let you have the running order as soon as possible. Obviously on the bill as well is Josh Leather, who's fighting Tommy Carraris. I think Tommy's from Bolton actually. Is Tommy from Bolton? I'm sure he is, yeah. Six threes.
Yeah, 6 threes.
Yeah, 6 threes he's fighting. So Josh, over to you.
I've had a great camp. I'm looking forward to stepping up now and up to 6 threes. So he's had 7 fights, lost 1. So it's a bit of a step up for me. And I've had top sparring, fittest I've ever been. Feel good, and can't wait Saturday night.
Thanks, Josh. 6 threes there. Next to Josh is a man that we all know, Bradley Saunders, to say a few words.
Yeah, I'd just like to say, I loved the last time I was up here performing in front of all my crowd, I call it, North East lad. It's all I've been boxing for. I've travelled the world, and it means more to me to fight in front of my own crowd and bring things back here. Looking forward to this fight, my first title, WBO Intercontinental. It's the first of many. It's exactly what I want. I've tried for the British and Commonwealth. They did the sensible thing in fighting each other. You know, why fight me for nothing when you can get something else, and maybe it's got an easier fight on both of them. But I've got myself a title. I'm looking to take it with both hands now and move on from here, and hopefully bring another world title back to the North East in the not so distant future.
Thanks, Bradley. That's for 10 3-minute rounds for the WBO Intercontinental Light Welterweight title. So that's another title fight on the night. Rest of the belt, I'm just going to say before, in fact, we'll ask Lewis to say a few words. He is a bit shy. Do you want to say a few words, Lewis? Come on, mate.
Obviously, it's an honour to box on this show with Stuart and Paul and John Lewis, all the rest of the lads. And you might not hear what I'm saying now, but you'll definitely hear on Saturday night. That's just it, really. Good luck.
Thanks, Lewis. Not easy coming up and saying a few words. First time on the top table as well, so good luck to you on Saturday night. Across to the 2 trainers. Obviously the trainers are behind the fighters, even though fighters produce. A lot of hard work and effort goes on behind the work that they put in. So credit to the trainers, and you know, I've never been a trainer, but I always try to understand how much effort and hard work it goes in. And I know this guy on the left, Arnie, from my neck of the woods. He's obviously got a plan, and he'll talk about what he wants to talk about for Saturday.
All I can say is, all prepared, he's ready, and he will beat Stuart Hall. No doubts in my mind. That's all I've got to say.
Thanks, thanks, Arnie. Across to on my right is the trainer for the world champion, Mick Marsden. It's been difficult for him, but he's been there thick and thin for Stuart, and I'm sure he's got a few words to say as well.
I'd like to thank Dennis first of all for his kind words. We've had a really good camp. Shoes 100% fit, 100% ready for the fight. It's a defining fight for both lads. Either way, whoever wins, it's a very defining fight, and we've prepared just exactly the same as we always do. And we're as confident as they are, so let's get it on Saturday.
There you go, 2 trainers there. Obviously they're ready, and across to the challenger now. A young guy. You've had the introduction. I'll let him have a say now, Paul Butler.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everyone for training out today. All the training's done now. All the hard work's done. All the talk's been done. I'm pretty sick of all the talk, to be honest with you. Just ready to go on Saturday night. Whatever Stuart brings, we'll have an answer for it. And Saturday night we'll be victorious, and we'll be taking that IBF Bantamweight title.
Thanks, Paul. Good luck to you on Saturday as well. And now over to the champion, Stuart Hall.
Yeah, I just want to thank Francis and Dennis for getting this fight on, and all the press for turning up. I know it's going to be a tough fight, Paul. I'm taking it very, very seriously. but I do think I'm going to be victorious on the night, and I've prepared well. There'll be no excuses, and like you say, Paul said it all really. It's the crowd want to get it on, we want to get it on, just let's get it on.
Thanks, Stuart. That's short and sweet as well. Also on the bill, guys, just a reminder, Jason Cunningham from Doncaster, 11-0, an experienced Bantamweight champion. He's signed with Dennis Hobson promotion, as well as another fighter from the northeast, Tommy Ward, 7-0, brother of Martin Ward, who challenged last time, Stuart, and unfortunately due to the cut, but Tommy's on the bill as well. And then two other fighters, Dave Allen from Leeds. Dave? Doncaster, sorry. Dave from Doncaster. He's here as well. Fighting on the undercard, as well as a young lad making his debut, young Huey Fury, who's the brother of Tyson Fury. Don't get him confused with the Huey Fury, who was 14-0.
What about Louis and Huey?
Louis and Huey next week. And last but not least, a northeast talent from Sunderland, who's light heavy, Jordan King, 2-0. He'll be here tomorrow, trained by former heavyweight Clifton Mitchell. Just before we finish, obviously Francis have mentioned Chris Eubank Jr., which is an addition on the bill, and again with the running order, we'll hopefully let you have a copy of the running order. He's going to be on the bill as well, which is an additional fight, so there's going to be 12 fights, which makes it a cracking night of boxing. Our sponsor is Lonsdale, many thanks to them, and Hilton Hotel, and there are a number of smaller sponsors as well. So once again, few tickets available. The 40s and the 75s are the only two available. Metro Radio Arena on Saturday night for the Rampage bill. My thanks go to Tracy Saunders again for doing a tremendous job, and also I think we should acknowledge another champion, Clem McCory, right at the back, from the northeast, former heavyweight champion. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Just had some fantastic news yesterday. Glenn's having a little baby boy, so congratulations.
Congratulations, Glenn. So let's not forget Saturday night. It's on. Let's go for it. We're going to do a head-to-head here with all the boxers plus the undercard fighters, and then we're going to go outside on the balcony with the bridge at the back. We're going to do some pictures there as well. So please take your belts with you. Yes, we are going to do some questions. Let's do some questions. Sorry about that. Yeah. Let's do some questions. Any questions from the press? Done all the talking?
Huh?
Gotta be one. Still after the pictures.
Excuse me?
Same. Should we not just do the interviews after we've done the photos?
Do you want to come up and do this?
Yeah. Right,
that's it. You're subbing in.
Might as well carry on now. Straight after we're going to do the one-to-ones here. We're going to do the one-to-ones upstairs. We'll be doing the pictures here, pictures upstairs, and one-to-one. So if John Hannon will look after Stuart Hall. Where's John? John's over there. He'll look after Stuart Hall, and I'll look after Paul Butler. So please give us a nudge, and you can all have your interviews done, and all the boys are available for interviews. Thanks very much for turning up, and we're going to do the main picture now. Thank you.